If your home has been sitting on the market and you're not getting the activity you expected, you're probably asking yourself, should we lower the price? And honestly, that's one of the most common questions sellers ask. But here's the thing. A lack of activity doesn't automatically mean the price is the problem. Before you reduce your asking price, there are a few important things you should look at first. Hi, I'm Ginger McCallum, a realtor in Garland, Texas. I help homeowners navigate the selling process using my seller readiness and control framework, which helps sellers make strategic decisions instead of emotional ones. Today, I want to talk about what to do when your home isn't getting the activity you expected, and whether lowering the price is actually the right move. The first thing I look at is buyer activity. Are buyers scheduling showings? Or are they not even looking at the property? Because those are two very different situations. If buyers aren't scheduling showings, it may mean the home isn't standing out compared to the competition. That could be pricing, but it could also be photos, presentation, or how the home is positioned in the market. If buyers are touring the home but not making offers, that tells us something different. Now we need to look at condition, buyer expectations, and perceived value. The important thing is to understand where buyers are dropping off before making major decisions. One mistake I see sellers make is assuming that every problem can be solved with a price reduction. Sometimes that's true, but not always. I've seen homes struggle because of poor presentation, clutter, deferred maintenance, weak photos, and strong competition nearby. Price matters, but buyers are evaluating everything together. They're comparing your home to every other home they can see online. When a home first hits the market, it gets the most attention. That's when buyers are paying the closest attention. That's why preparation and pricing strategy matter much more before listing. When a home sits too long, buyers sometimes start to wonder, why hasn't it sold, even if there's nothing wrong with the property? That's why I encourage sellers to think strategically from the beginning instead of reacting after the fact. If a price reduction makes sense, that's okay. The key is making the decision based on data, not frustration. You want to understand buyer feedback, showing activity, competing homes, market conditions, and overall positioning. That's one of the reasons I use the EPIC Pricing Strategy Report as part of my Seller Readiness and Control Framework, because pricing should be a strategy, not a guess. If your home isn't selling as quickly as you expected, don't automatically assume lowering the price is your only option. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Sometimes a pricing adjustment is the right move. Sometimes the answer is preparation, presentation, or repositioning the home more effectively. I recently wrote a full article on this topic that goes into much more detail. I'll put the link below so you can read the complete guide. If you're thinking about selling in Garland or the surrounding areas, I'd be happy to help you create a strategy that gives you more confidence and control throughout the process. I'm Ginger McCallum, and I'll see you in the next video.